about your, welcome Dominique.
Hi.
We started talking before I welcomed you.
That's okay.
Tell us, let's start right off the bat and tell us about your YouTube channel.
Well, it's a fun creative outlet for me to answer questions that I have received over the years from viewers. When people find out that I am in charge of the physical presentation of what I do, meaning I select my own wardrobe, I do my own hair, I do my own makeup. I think people automatically assumed that there's a team at the station, see, based on your response.
And your makeup and hair look like you have a team.
Well, thank you. And that's just from years and years of trial and error, so to speak, and trying to figure out how to get it right. And it's a lot of experimentation that goes with that. Mm-hmm. But so when I tell people that I do it and this is what I do, they're floored. And so I've had just a lot of questions over the years about, who does my hair, what makeup do I use, where do I shop, and I figured, get with the times here. Everybody's on YouTube, people have channels, and they answer all of those questions. And since I already had a viewing base, it made sense to compile that information, do it in a fun, relatable way. It's another way to connect me to the viewer in a way that I can't on television news, which is very straight. In its presentation.
It's more personal.
It's more personal.
Showing your personal side.
Exactly. And fun, and things that I love to do. And this has sort of been a side hobby for me, and it taps into some of that artistic expression that we talked about during the shoot.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing. And so if anybody has a question about hair, makeup, wardrobe, and how to, I just send them right to my channel, which is youtube.com/DominiqueSaxa-TV. And in fact, I started in radio before I even got in television. I was a traffic broadcaster at Metro Traffic, and then I was a disc jocky for a couple of years.
Oh, really?
Mix 96.5.
Yes.
Yeah. I know, look at you! Shocker! I shocked Beth.
You did?
I know.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
What? You know what?
Not that you're not already cool.
No,
that's like
but I think I just
cool.
upped the cool element.
You just upped it with Bethy.
Well, let me tell you, Miss Bethy.
So what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
I will never forget it, and this takes me back to my radio days. A gentleman by the name of John Clay, who was our music director, would work with us newbies in the business. And he looked at me and he said, "You see that door right there?" And I looked over, I said, "Yeah." He says, "When you walk in that door, everything that is on your shoulders, every weight of the world needs to stay behind that door." He says, "I don't know what's happening in your life personally, but what I'm judging is this air tape, and what I want to hear is somebody who is completely focused on her craft." So it was tremendous advice, and I think it's a life lesson that we tend to bring our burdens and our baggage with us to work, to our relationships, and it was such a metaphor for shutting that door and not bringing anything to what it is that you're trying to cultivate.
Right.
It's the best piece of advice I've ever had.
That is really good advice.
Yeah.
So what's currently on your plate besides everything?
Do you have an hour?
Yeah.
How much time do you have? How much tape? Oh wait, we don't have tape, it's digital. How much disk space do you have? Honest to God, I mean, work and events, and it's tis the season. So, I mean, there are a gazillion charity events, and I hate to say no, so I wind up helping, and I do a lot of emceeing, and so, I mean, I look at my calendar, and I just, what am I emceeing today? So that's question number one.
Yeah.
And then work responsibilities, and story responsibilities, and then children responsibilities, and who needs to go where, and what event do we have as a family, and that's what's on my plate.
So tell us about a few of your Houston hidden gems.
Well, in line of what we were talking about, when it comes to decompression and taking care of yourself, I was actually sent to this place by a friend who said, "You've got to go there, but don't tell anybody."
That means it's really good.
It's really good. And so now I'm about ready to ruin it for myself and everybody else.
Hello,
but
world.
Yeah, hello world. But there's a place called Midtown Reflexology on Waugh.
Oh, I live near there.
Oh, well, okay, Miss Bethy. So it's not just the foot and the acupressure, but they do it all. They do the back massage, the neck, the head, and the whole 9 yards.
Okay, I'm going.
It is so great, and the price point.
Really?
Because you know me, I'm looking for a budget.
Me
so
too.
it's the best of all worlds. It's a great massage, and it's a great price, and I literally go every week. Every week. So that's my guilty pleasure and my hidden gem, and it's now
my new hidden gem.
Enjoy yourself. Tell them I sent you.